clicked it. Here they come. Yay.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. Yeah. I got my Jurassic Park shirt on. I'm ready to go.
Yes, you do.
Hi, guys. It is 3 p.m. if you're living on the East Coast. It is noon-ish if you are in California or LA or anywhere over there. We're going to get started today talking all about how and why the dinosaurs went extinct. We're going to do that in about 3 minutes to give our friends some time to come into the room. During this first 3 minutes, I want you guys to do exactly what Marco is doing. I want to see your cool swag, your cool dino gear. Get up close. We can go around. Marco, that's a really cool hoodie. That one, I've seen that one in the shop at the American Museum of Natural History. It looks like Andrew and John. Oh, I see a T-Rex on that shirt.
Oh,
T-Rex. Yeah, I see a T-Rex there. Oh, a lot of different ones on that one. There's a Parasaurolophus, a Triceratops. Nice.
yeah.
Nice.
Kaylin has a Triceratops. Daniel's got a scary T-Rex. Olivia with a
Kaylin has a Triceratops of some variety. That's pretty cool. I like that.
Do I have any dinos?
Marco, can we see your sweater again? Show us your hoodie one more time. Yeah.
Yeah.
T-Rex fossil on that one. I like that. Oh, look at Dinosaurs Rex's shirt.
Oh, very good. A T-Rex line drawing.
Real good T-Rex. Let's see who else we got. Is Olivia's entire shirt covered in dinosaurs? I believe it is. Yeah. Olivia crushing the game
in the chat.
Right
it's a dino dress.
That is fashion. You
that
can
is
argue with that. I love that. All right. Let's
Andrew and John, I see you. You have a T-Rex as well. Right? Yeah, that's you with your T-Rex.
I see another actual T-Rex here. This is good. Ooh. It's a good T-Rex right there. Okay, is there anyone else? Do we miss anyone's shirts? Sandra
said the closest thing was Pokemon.
Close, so, that's close. That's close.
Pretty close.
That's pretty close. That's basically our version of living dinosaurs today.
Yeah, that's science.
Well, in the cartoon realm.
Now is also a good time to check that your Zoom name reflects who is in your Zoom. So if you want help changing it, I can help you put it so that it has everybody's name or the name that you will want to be called. You can change it by if you bring up the participants list and you see your name, hover over it, you'll see more, and then it'll say rename. You could also just send me a message in the chat if there's something you'd like me to change it to.
True. That's a good point. You guys, we like to have this be as much of a back and forth as possible. What I mean by that is we're going to ask you guys questions. We want to hear your questions. We want to see the dinosaurs you bring up to the screen. So if your name is actually in the box, that really helps us because then we can call each other by our names. And that's a good segue to introductions. Hi, friends. My name is Dustin. I love dinosaurs, hopefully as much as you do, and I'm excited to nerd out for the next hour or so with you guys. Today, our theme is extinction. How and why did the dinosaurs go extinct? Last time I checked, I can't go outside and see a T-Rex walk down the street. So they're probably not, as far as we know, they're not here anymore. Why? What happened? How do we know what happened even? Now, per usual, I'm joined with my special co-scientist, a teacher and someone who knows a lot about rocks. And as we learned last week, fossils literally are rocks. A geologist, Kristina. Hi, good afternoon.
Hi. Good afternoon, or yeah, it just is barely afternoon. I'm coming at you this week from the West Coast, so hello. I'm assuming you're all in one of those directions.
All right, so you guys, this is what we are doing today. I know this is a lot. We'll keep coming back to this so you guys know exactly where we are. We're going to do a little welcome. We're doing that right now. Our show and tell. We just saw your shirts. Those look great. So the next thing we got to do is our review of last week. If you guys were here last week, we talked about how a dinosaur actually becomes a fossil, right? How do we actually have any evidence that we know dinosaurs existed whatsoever? And so real quickly in review, remember the first thing happens if a dinosaur, an animal dies, all the soft stuff like muscles and fat and organs and skin all rot away or eaten by scavengers. And then hopefully that body, the bones get buried very, very quickly. And then over time, all the minerals in the earth and the ground around those bones seeps into the bones and actually makes them a solid, hard rock, right? And so here are a bunch of different types of body fossils. There are basically two types of fossils. You got body fossils, any part of the dinosaur's body, claws, teeth, toes, even wings and feathers. And then you have trace fossils, which is like evidence a dinosaur was there, but it's not actually part of the dinosaur. So trace fossils like footprints and trackways, these right here, or even, yes, we talked last week about fossilized poop, which is known scientifically as a coprolite, which can tell us a ton about what the animal is eating and what their environment was like. All right, we did a welcome, we did a show and tell. We just reviewed real quick how a dinosaur becomes a fossil. It is time now for our dino of the day. You guys, I know some of you may have actually seen this before because it was emailed out to your adults, but today, because we're talking about fossilization, we're going to talk about a dinosaur, we're talking about extinction. We're going to have a dino of the day that was actually alive and around when all of them went extinct. It may have looked up and seen the asteroid. We're not really sure. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, your dino of the day is the one, the only, the very famous Triceratops. This is Triceratops, who we know actually got in fights with T-Rex, lived at the same time. Tri means three, like triangle, three sides. Tricycle, three wheels. Tri is three. Cera is horn or face, or Ceratops is three horned face. This is basically what Triceratops means because it has three big horns on its face and that giant frill, probably for protection. And it lived right here. If you guys are in the United States, it lived here right in the United States. Now, some of you may have seen this image because it was sent out earlier this week. If not, no worries. Your job, if you choose to, during our time together, is to draw your Triceratops. You can draw any Triceratops you want. You can have an adult help you maybe use this one as a model. If you want to print this out, maybe. However you want to render a Triceratops. And by render, I mean draw or paint. Crayons, marker, whatever. And at the end, we're going to come around and see everyone's Triceratops. So our Triceratops is our dino of the day. Kristina, I'm going to ask you a quick question. Are you going to draw a Triceratops today?
Oh, I wasn't going to, but now I feel I must.
Yeah. Listen, yeah. I'm not very great at drawing, but I think it's important to try and practice. And I get better each week when I try to draw a new dinosaur.
I think so. I believe in if I'm telling my students to do something, I should do it too. So let's try it.
Sure. All right, Kristina, according to our flow chart of activities, we have to do our dino or not a dino, everyone's favorite game. Is there an adult that we have selected that can help us out? In this game, you guys, we have a list of 10 animals, some of which are actual dinosaurs, but some are not. And our adult is going to need your help to try to figure out which of these are real dinosaurs and which of these we totally made up. Kristina, do we have any contestants?
All right, I'm looking around the Zoom room now for a grown-up who wants to play with us because then we can ask the kid experts for help. Kaylin, does your grown-up want to be a contestant? Are you in? Oops.
Where'd you go?
Welcome.
Okay. Yeah. Hi, Kaylin.
Hi.
Okay, what is your adult's name?
Dad.
Dad.
No way. My dad's name is Dad too.
Okay.
That's my real name.
Chris.
Chris. All right, Chris, here's how this is going to work. I have a list of 10 different animals, some of which are actual real dinosaurs, some of which we have totally made up. Your job, with Kaylin's help and everyone else in the Zoom room, by saying yes, thumbs up, or no, thumbs down, your job is to figure out if it's a dinosaur or not a dinosaur.
Okay.
Because you are a very smart, intrepid adult, there's also a theme for the not dinosaurs. And if you and or Kristina can figure that out, you win high fives. All right, here we go. 10 animals. Animal number 1, Acrotholus. Acrotholus. Acrotholus.
Yeah, I'm getting a note over here.
I would look around in the Zoom room. We have some thumbs up and thumbs downs out there. Acrotholus. Ooh, I don't know. Kaylin's like this.
I got an adult one.
I'm going to take the hint. Yes.
Yes, that is correct. You are 1 for 1. Great start. Acrotholus is an actual dinosaur. Next, Iberionyx. Iberionyx. Kaylin, strong opinion. Lenosaurus, strong opinion.
Ooh, Billy, strong.
Daniel,
Daniel,
opinion.
strong no.
See a lot of no's out there.
I see a lot of no's.
Yeah.
I'm going to go no.
That is correct. Look at our very smart scientific community. You now have 2 for 2. Number 3, Prospiritops. Prospiritops.
Ooh.
Ooh.
My hair has a sort of, oh, it's a no now. It's a no now. My hair is committed to a no.
A mixed bag. I'm gonna go with a no.
That is also correct. You were 3 for 3. Great start. Prospiritops is not a dinosaur. You guys were crushing it right now. Number 4, Quantosaurus. Quantosaurus.
What letter does that start with, Dustin?
It starts with a Q.
Okay.
I thought it was going to be spelled Q-U-A, but it's actually spelled Q-A-N-T-A-S. Saurus.
Not what I thought.
Quantosaurus.
Um,
I see a thumbs up from Billy. That's helpful. Anyone else?
I'm gonna say yes.
That is a dinosaur. You are 4 for 4. Next, Deltanicus. Deltanicus.
mm,
Ooh, Kaylin, very confident.
Big thumbs down.
As a thumbs down.
Dinosaurs Rex.
It's not.
That is correct. It's not a dinosaur. You're not 5 for 5. That was Deltanicus, not a dinosaur. Next, Deltadromeus.
Ooh.
Billy gave me a slow thumbs up.
I just saw an aha moment go across Lena's
Dinosaurs.
face.
All right, I see a lot of thumbs up. I'm gonna say yes.
Wow. We are on track to get every single one right. This is great. We got 3 more. Next,
that one.
Bicentenaria. Bicentenaria.
Ooh. Kennedy's thinking about it.
Mhm.
Got a thumbs down from Dino.
Okay. Okay. Daniel's got a thumbs down. Interesting.
Michael gave me 2 thumbs down.
2 thumbs down from Jude as well.
All right, I'm gonna say it's not.
That is our first incorrect answer. Bicentenaria is a real dinosaur. That's okay.
You were right.
Okay, we got 2 more. Jobaria. Jobaria.
Olivia gave me a studious no.
Jobaria. Jobaria.
No chicken wings.
It sounds like chicken wings.
Jobaria.
Oh, don't quiz that, baby.
Marco says yes. Marco, what a yes.
All right. Kaylin gave me the yes too. Okay, yes.
That is correct. All right, to go 9 for 10. Last but not least, have you figured out the theme for the not dinosaurs yet?
No.
No. The last one may help you. Let's see. Let me make sure I get this pronunciation right. American Airlinesodon.
Oh man.
Give him a thumbs down.
Can't believe I didn't pick up on that.
So much thumbs down. So much thumbs down in the galley. They're on to you.
All right, that's obviously a no.
That is not. You have won the game. Kaylin, air high five. You guys crushed it. You got 9 out of 10. One of the best performances of Dino or Not a Dino I've ever heard.
So
And
impressive.
just to prove, yeah, the theme was for the not dinosaurs. It was different airlines I based them off of. I'm thinking about traveling. That's where my brain is at. But you guys, just so you trust me when I say the other ones were actual real dinosaurs, let me show you some of my cool favorite ones I learned about this week that I wanted to show you. This is, first of all, Acrotholus, a tiny little guy, actually relative of Triceratops, relative a ceratopsian, or very close to ceratopsians, Pachycephalosaurs. He's got these little bristles on his back, not so big, maybe like, between the size of a dog and a horse. We also got this little one, Contosaurus, tiny little friend. This one lived all the way down in Australia. Ooh, Deltadromeus. This one is pretty scary looking. It's about the size of an Allosaurus, but I think a little skinnier and longer. This one was found in, I believe, in Egypt. Ooh, and here's Bicentenaria. Not so different from your big velociraptors. Bicentenaria was a pretty cool looking one. And last, Jobaria. Kristina likes Jobaria. It's a good name. I know,
I do.
Kristina. I know you love sauropods, the long neck, long tail dinosaurs, especially ones from Central Africa. What kind of feelings does Jobaria give you?
I was mostly happy that the person who was there for scale dressed up.
You know what? It's you know what? I'm gonna go back to that. I think it's important. If I was gonna go for a photo shoot with a dinosaur, I would put on like a pantsuit type of
Business
situation.
casual. Yeah.
Business casual. It's a good call. All right, let's check in to see where we are at. We did Dino or Not a Dino. I think it's time. Kristina, it's time for us to talk about dinosaur extinction.
It's the best time.
It's the best time. All right, so before we get into this, I'm curious to know if you have a strong opinion, if you have a strong belief or thought about how and why the dinosaurs went extinct, give me a thumbs up. If you're not really sure and you want to hear more evidence and you've been thinking about this, but you have not decided, you can say, I'm not really sure yet. If you know, thumbs up. If you're holding out like a good scientist, thumbs down. I'm curious to see. Kristina, how do you feel?
Oh, I have some ideas, but I always want more evidence.
Okay. It looks like a few friends need a few more bits of evidence. So let's look at the evidence. That's what we do as scientists, right? We look around us, we make observations, we use our senses, we try to figure out how and why the world is working the way it is. And then we make ideas about theories, and then we test them. We look at the evidence. So first of all, you guys have probably heard, most people think that a giant asteroid coming from outer space slammed into the Earth to kill the dinosaurs. Now, how do we know that? Why do we think that? What's the deal? Well, here's the deal, guys. Here's how we first started thinking about this. If you go anywhere in the world, we talked about fossilization last week. If you go anywhere in the world and you look at rock that is the right age, what I mean by that is about 66 million years old. So that's right at the end of the age of the dinosaurs when this big extinction happened. If you look anywhere in the world in the rock at 66 million years, you will literally see a line in the rock. And that line is made up of a different type of material, a different type of mineral than the rock above it and below it. It is made up of almost entirely something called iridium. And iridium is a mineral, just like calcium's a mineral. We drink calcium to get strong bones. So iridium is a mineral that you don't really find on Earth, but you find it a lot in meteorites. So the idea was, because we found this line of it everywhere in the world, probably 66 million years ago, a giant asteroid from outer space smashed into the Earth, broke up into like literally billions of little pieces, and then all those pieces settled and fell back down on the Earth, leaving this line here. Because this rock above it is younger. So if you were like building a sand castle, the sand you put on the top is younger, right? But if this is the rocks, these rocks down here are older than are all dinosaurs. We find dinosaur fossils here, and then there's this line in the rock of space goo and space dust. And then above that line, there are no dinosaurs. We find no dinosaurs in the fossil record. So it's probably a good indication something from outer space moving. Oh, and here we go. Giant asteroid.
There it is.
Moving, in case it wasn't clear, that direction. Probably about 25,000 miles per hour, really, really fast, slammed into the Earth. And when it does, not only does it melt some of it, but it ejects and throws a bunch of itself up into the atmosphere. So think about if you guys took a tennis ball and you dropped it onto like into water, like a pool. If you drop a tennis ball into a pool of water, yeah, it goes down and you see that kind of like it goes under the water for a second, but the water also shoots right back up. And so the same thing would happen with this giant space rock. And so now you've got all this giant space rock gook in the atmosphere blocking out the sun for a number of years, probably causing all the plants to die. And if the plants die, the herbivores have nothing to eat. And if the herbivores die, then the carnivores have nothing to eat. So people have a lot of arguments about how quickly the dinos may have gone extinct because of this. And we're not exactly sure. We're not really exactly sure. But we know that it happened really quick because, again, this line right here, if dinosaurs just were like having a bad day, not doing so good, maybe they weren't able to find friends and make families with, we slowly start to see less and less of them in the fossil record, right? But here, they just stop. There's a ton of them, and then boom, no more dinosaurs at all. It'd be like if you had a giant bowl at home filled with like spring M&Ms. You'd imagine like over a few days or weeks, the M&Ms would lessen and lessen until the bowl was empty. And maybe that's what happened with dinosaur extinction, if maybe it was a natural cause, not something from outer space. But it's like if that you came downstairs one morning and that entire bowl of M&Ms is completely gone. No more M&Ms, no more dinosaurs. You probably think something pretty wild and out of the ordinary happened. And you should see if your mom or dad has a tummy ache. All right. So that was the first bit of evidence that the dinosaurs were probably killed by an asteroid. But it wasn't until probably about 40 years ago at this point, I'm older than most of you guys, that we actually found evidence for that asteroid impact in a place called the Yucatan Peninsula. So this is California over here. If you guys are in Los Angeles, you're probably over here. Florida's down here. New York is over here. And this is Mexico. So right here, something called the Yucatan Peninsula is where we now find something called the Chicxulub crater, which I really think was named just to give people trouble pronouncing and spelling it. Because that is it's a Mexican name. It's hard to, C's and X's next to each other is not something we have in English. But that is where there's a giant crater that's about the size that we think the asteroid that hit the world during the dinosaur time was. And all around it, there's a bunch of that vaporized mineral stuff that we see everywhere else in the world. So it's a good indication that's exactly where this asteroid slammed into the Earth, threw a ton of its guts up in the atmosphere, blocked out the sun, and it led to the extinction of not just all dinosaurs, but 75% of all things on Earth. You had 4 different animals, 3 of them after this are gone, which is pretty sad. But it opened the door for mammals that eventually will evolve to us. So it's a distinct possibility that if that extinction didn't happen, we wouldn't be here right now to talk about it. All right, so that was the first part of our dinosaur extinction. Kristina, I'm going to bring you back up.
Yes.
Have you noticed any thoughts, comments, questions with respect to the asteroid and the meteor?
I'm seeing lots of hands up in the gallery. So I'm going to start with Jude. Jude, I've seen your hand up. What is your question?
Sometimes when those lines appear, that's sometimes like from like Camelosaurus, I think, from like digging in the sand to find food.
So yeah, you can actually, that's another type of trace fossil, is when there are like pathways dug through the earth and that solidifies. Like we found certain dinosaurs that we think were burrowing because of that. Some of the first evidence of life on Earth at all is because tiny little bacteria were burrowing through rock and they left that line. That's a really cool example of a trace fossil.
I'm seeing the straight lines through the rock record. Miles noticed in the chat, so like a water balloon, but rocky. Yeah, hitting the surface of the earth and not just hitting in that one spot, but walking out in every direction.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I almost forgot. You guys, I forgot to mention one thing. One of my favorite things to think about, just real quick, you guys, something people don't think a lot about. So like, obviously when this asteroid slammed into the earth, it was a big bang, right? And that was probably not a good explosion, but even as it was coming through the atmosphere, it warmed up all the air in the earth. So what I want you guys to think about is, imagine you are somewhere and there's a bunch of wind. You can feel the wind push against you. Now, what I want you to pretend you're doing now is put your 2 hands together. I want everyone to put their 2 hands together. Put your 2 hands together, push them together. Now, as you're pushing them together, rub them together. Kristina, what's happening with your hands?
Hot.
They're getting hot. That's the same thing that happened when this asteroid came through the atmosphere. It had to push through a ton of different air, move that air out of the way. Just like when wind is hitting you, you can feel it. That asteroid is hitting that air. And because it's so big and there's so much air, it's doing that same thing. It's making friction and rubbing against it. And it heated up all the air around the entire Earth, we think, to about 1,000 degrees, which made it really, really hot, like a pizza oven. So even if you weren't right on the Yucatan Peninsula where the asteroid hit, even if you're on the other side of the world got turned on like a microwave as well. Not a good day for 75% of life on Earth.
I see Sandra said in the chat, this is not an asteroid question, but were any dinosaurs deaf or blind that we know of?
Probably. I mean, we see a lot of different animals that are alive today that are deaf and or blind. So it stands to reason probably that some dinosaurs were as well. Yeah.
Yep. All across the animal kingdom, it does happen. So probably with dinos as well.
Did they survive? Well, probably, because we're here talking about them and there's evidence they were here.
Kaylin, I see your hand up. Go ahead, Kaylin.
Dinosaur is some animals that
Can you repeat your question, please? I couldn't hear.
I know some animals and dinosaurs.
Some animals that are like dinosaurs. You tell them what animals. Oh, what animals are like dinosaurs that are still alive?
Ooh, Kristina, what do you think?
Good question. The closest living relatives to dinosaurs are birds. So think of the big T-Rex or raptor types that walked on 2 feet. And now think of a chicken's feet. That's the closest relative. Feathered birds. Mhm.
All birds. That's a
All
really
birds.
close one.
Also, a giraffe is also dinosaur.
A giraffe is related to dinosaurs.
No, giraffes are actually closely related to us. Giraffes are mammals like we are. So more similar to like a horse or a camel. But yeah, we're kind of more like giraffes than they are like dinosaurs. I saw that. Sorry, go ahead, Kristina.
And animals like crocodiles and alligators are further from dinosaurs than you'd expect too.
Yeah. Billy, I saw you had your hand up. Oh, Billy is being talked to. Hey, Billy.
Really?
Did you have a question? I saw your hand up.
Because my question is not kind of like a question because I know about dinosaurs.
Cool.
And I know a baby chewed on chips for its mother for protection.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that you're talking about birds and protection and moms.
Mhm.
All right. Do we have other questions right now? Does anyone else have any other questions before? The next thing we're going to do, there's a couple other things that people think may have killed the dinosaurs. So I want to tell you about the main one that you guys have probably heard of first, but in a minute, we're going to talk about a couple others.
Okay, I see Andrew and John have a question. I saw 2 hands up in the same frame. It's your turn, Andrew and John. Just make sure you need to click unmute. So I'm inviting you to unmute. Ooh. There we go. Go ahead. Sweetie.
What I think what killed the dinosaurs was volcanoes.
Oh, we're going to talk about volcanoes in a minute. That's a good segue. All right, great. Good. I'm glad you brought that up. Hold that thought.
Did you send them the plan?
You didn't tell them that. How did they know?
Whoa.
That's crazy.
That's a transition.
Do we have any other questions right now?
Let's see.
I noticed that someone has changed their name to Acrotholus. Acrotholus is probably how it's said. It's probably pronounced Acrotholus, not Acrotholus. Acrotholus.
Daniel got a treat, so that's pretty good.
Okay, that's good. That's good. What do you think, Kristina? How you feeling? Do we have more questions? Should we go on?
I've been checking the gallery. I think it is time for us to move on.
Sandro, was there a sign language for dinosaurs? I'm not sure how you say dinosaur in sign language, like how humans would say dinosaur in sign language. But a lot of, you could say that a lot of language in animals, including dinosaurs, is physical, especially if they can't speak, right? So doing certain movements communicates different things. And so for kind of, yeah, I think that's fair to say.
I think Miles was just demonstrating for us.
Cool. All right. I think some friends, at least Andrew and John, want to hear about volcanoes.
Daniel's ready with volcanoes too.
Daniel's ready for volcanoes?
Yeah.
You guys, if you are ready for volcanoes, make your best volcano impression. Who can do, okay, all right. This is like interpretive dance. Okay, ooh, hers definitely exploded.
We have a lot of very pointy,
Yeah.
oh man, I remember my volcano types.
You guys have future as professional volcanoes. Or maybe the thing at the used car dealership.
Yeah.
All right, volcanoes, because you're absolutely right. So there's a lot of evidence, again, for that giant asteroid, because we see the asteroid guts all over the world right at that same amount of time. But some people argue there are other things that help contribute to the extinction of the dinosaurs. For instance, volcanoes.
Volcanoes.
So when volcanoes erupt, we think of a lot of like lava and magma coming up, but they also release a lot of different types of gases. And those gases aren't necessarily very good to be breathing in or for the environment in general. Sometimes certain gases can hold heat in more, so it keeps the earth even warmer for even longer. So, and this is mostly in a place that where India is now. There's tons and tons of volcanic activity. So some people think volcanoes may have helped kill the dinosaurs. It's not like a dinosaur was walking down the street and a volcano went off right next to it just out of the blue. We're talking lots of different volcanoes all over the world spewing up all these dirty gases. Weren't very good to breathe. And speaking of dirty gases,
Oh boy.
there is evidence. Are you guys listening? I want to make sure everyone's listening. This is very important. This is probably the most important thing we're going to talk about today. I think Dinosaurs knows exactly what we're about to talk about. There is legit paleontological evidence to suggest that burps and farts from giant long-necked sauropod dinosaurs actually changed the climate at the end of the Cretaceous period. Your parents might know about cows burp and fart a lot, and it produces a lot of a gas called methane, and that contributes to climate change. And it's a big problem. Dinosaurs had giant stomachs, eating a lot of food, producing a lot of gases, burping and farting a lot, and that may have actually changed the climate at the end of the Cretaceous when the asteroid hit. And to demonstrate this point, I would like to show you a video that I found today that once I saw it, I knew I had to show you guys. Let's see if this will load. It's very important. It's very important.
In the meantime, I'll catch us up on the chat. Lena says, I knew it. Miles says, what? Quinn says, Triceratops. It was important that everybody see that. Oh,
Yep.
wow.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay, just one more time for good measure. I want you guys to look at this little guy right here. You know, he's small. He's breathing normal air up. He is done. That's lots of gas. So every time, every single day, those guys are burping and farting, putting a lot of different gases into the air. All right. So now we've heard about the asteroid. We've heard about volcanoes. We've heard about burps and farts. So my question for you guys right now is, what do you think caused the extinction of the dinosaurs? Was it a meteor from out of space? Was it volcanoes? Was it climate change like burps and farts? Or are you still thinking about it and you're not really sure, you're not ready to vote yet?
Okay, we just put up a poll so you can choose your favorite option. Was it the meteor? Was it volcanoes? Was it climate change due to specifically the gases coming out of dinosaurs? Or need more evidence? I'm not sure.
No one has voted.
That's not true. I have 9 votes in.
Oh, I don't see the results, so you can tell me what's happening.
Oh, we have 75% voter turnout already. So if you have not yet chosen your option, it's only 2 people so far. That's great. We have 14 votes in, and right now the meteor is in the lead.
Nice, nice.
It's the one we're most familiar with.
What happened? I can't see the result.
The results are the meteor got 64% of the vote.
Okay.
We're
I think
seeing meteor.
Okay. What do you think, Kristina?
Oh, I like the idea that, and this wasn't one of the options, sorry, but there could be a combination of factors going on at the same time.
Yeah.
Maybe the climate was starting to change and then the meteor just sped up the process.
Yeah, that's fair. It was like the dinosaur time was almost over anyway, and it's like, oh, we're gonna make sure it is, and the meteor is just bad timing.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, guys, we're a little bit past halfway. If we look at what we've talked about today, we did our welcome, we did a show and tell, we reviewed how does a dinosaur actually become a fossil. We introed the dino of the day, which is Triceratops. Remember, I'm really excited to see your Triceratops pictures in about 15 minutes. We talked about why the dinosaurs may have gone extinct. Was it volcanoes, asteroid, gases, a combination thereof? Now, it's already crossed out, but that's not true because it is time for our scavenger hunt. Yes. So here's how this is going to work. Kristina and I have come up with 3 different rounds. We're going to give you a clue, and your job is to scavenge hunt around. You with your adult, if they're there and would like to help, go and find the thing we asked for, bring it back to the screen. You only have 20 seconds. Like 1, 2, 3, up to 20. So you have 20 seconds to bring us back each of these. There's 3 rounds. Kristina, are you excited?
Yeah, I'm about to do this. I'm in my
Kristina,
mom's
you're gonna
house,
do it as
so
well.
I'm gonna scavenge her stuff. What?
You're gonna do this as well. It's good.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Is everyone, if you are ready, point your fingers together like this. I don't know what that seemed different than thumbs up. Okay, we have most people ready. This is the new, pretend you have one giant long eyebrow.
It's
okay.
so we know you're not cheating and starting to grab stuff. We can see both of your hands in the ready position.
All right, here we go. Round 1. Bring us a snack.
Oh, my mom has so many
It
snacks.
can literally be anything. It doesn't have to be your favorite. It can be one Cheerio, just some sort of snack. Everyone's running around frantically. I love the supermarket sweep energy here. Oh, Acropolis already has some mini peanut butter, guys. Love that. That's a good snack. Ooh,
What do we have?
cauliflower crisps.
Snack. Ooh, Andrew John has maybe graham crackers.
We got Starbucks. It's fancy.
That's a
Starbucks and cream cheese. All right, that's I don't know if we're gonna be able to beat that.
Ooh, Miles has a Kit Kat.
See some pretzels here. Okay.
Ooh, we have
Who's got
fruits.
Kit Kat? Dinosaurs.
I see Pringles. Oh, I love a
Fruit.
Pringle.
Okay, so we have some fruit here.
Popcorn
Okay.
and fruit snacks. That is a delicious combination.
We got some cranberries. You guys have some healthy snacks. We got a lot of fruit and some crackers and some pretzels. Team healthy snack. Frosted cornflakes from Sandro. What is Marco holding? Marco, what even is that?
It's
Blueberry
it's a
muffin.
blueberry muffin.
I do like muffins.
Okay.
All right, that was round 1. That was easy. That was just a warm up. We want to make sure we got the calories, the carbs we need to explore.
Mhm.
So it's kind of hard for me sometimes, honestly, to talk about asteroids and meteors and space because the space is the dinosaurs' greatest enemy. If it wasn't for their asteroids, they might still be here. So this is tough for me, but I need you guys to bring us something that represents space.
Something that represents.
Something like spacey or from space or is something, however you want to interpret that, something representing space. Let's see how we're doing. Sandro has apparently like a robot. That makes sense. That could be from space. Kennedy, let's see. Oh, Kennedy's got a spaceship. Oh, that's a Martian. That's the lander. It's the Martian lander. That's beautiful, Kennedy. Okay, that's definitely from space. That's
Miles
good.
has Saturn itself.
Wait a minute. Miles, hold that up. Oh, nice. It's an entire planet. That's good. That's good. That's good. I like this. Quinn. Look at this NASA shirt.
Oh, that's great.
Really good. Do we have any other space?
Kaylin has the
like
whole solar
Nate.
system.
Nate has a puzzle of different rocket ships and planets. That's great. I like that a lot.
Lena has, is that a flag to plant on a planet?
We got Buzz. Clearly, very spacey. Oh, wow. Look at what Marco's got here.
Ooh. A spacesuit diagram.
Diagram. That's good. That's good. Oh, wait. I think Andrew and John also have what appears to be a spaceship, maybe. Yeah, we have a spaceship.
My hair, did you make this?
Shuttle. Sorry, shuttle. Space shuttle. Thank you. My bad.
Oh, Star Wars.
I could hear you even on mute. Not ship. It's a shuttle. It's a shuttle. All right, that was round 2. Kristina, wait, what did you have? I forgot. I'm sorry.
Oh, I brought chapstick because I wouldn't want to go to space without chapstick.
Facts. So we know that space is dinosaurs' mortal enemy because of the asteroid, but you know what? It's been a long time, and now I think we feel a lot safer. We understand, and we can actually see if an asteroid is coming. We have fair warning. So can you just bring us something that makes you feel safe? Something that makes you feel nice and safe. It can be a teddy bear, it can be a blanket, it can be a helmet, it can be a pair of gloves. Kristina, this is your suggestion. Can you give me other options that they could possibly bring?
Yeah, you might want to bring your grown-up to space.
Oh, your grown-up would keep you safe. Okay.
Bring a favorite animal or blanket.
Face mask. You got your COVID face mask to work.
Face mask is a great choice. A flashlight.
Flashlight. Ooh.
Oh, I see a collection of pens.
Vegans gonna
Markers?
bring Indominus Rex to space. That seems expensive, but it would keep you safe from aliens.
My 20 seconds are, oh, okay.
I like Kendi's blanket, nice and warm and safe. That would make me feel good. I like that.
Oh, a lot of people are bringing dinos for protection.
Oh yeah, you got to bring a dinosaur for protection. Here. Oh wait, here we go. He's got a helmet on. That's gonna keep you very safe in space.
A snow globe.
Yeah.
Oh, some of you have brought each other.
That's
Oh,
wait, you saw a snow globe?
yeah, didn't I with Kaylin?
I didn't see it. Queen's got 2 dinos. Oh, I think it looks like Nate may be bringing the dinosaur of the day to space for protection. Again, that's Triceratops. We got about 10 more minutes until we go through our drawings.
Lena has a bear. Oh. I chose a flashlight.
Okay, why a flashlight?
Because how safe are you if you can't see anything?
You got to be able to see. You got to be able to see. It's true.
And it was right.
All right, let's check in where we are on our run of show for today. You guys, we've done so much together already. We just did our scavenger. You guys are really good at that scavenger hunt. Next week, we're going to have you find very specific dinosaurs. It's going to be a little bit harder. It'll
It'll be great.
All right, let's do a few questions before we check in on our drawings for today. I'm going to start my Triceratops drawing now because I am very late to the game.
All right. I hope you can field some questions while you do so. We'll start with you, Lena. Are you ready to be first? All right.
Actually, the doll that I showed, she's an astronaut, so she's just not wearing her spacesuit.
Astronauts can wear dresses too.
Yeah.
And, what was the flag that she had? Sorry, Lena, we can't hear you.
Sorry. It's like to put on like a moon or a planet or something. So, and I just use it to decorate her room.
Cool.
All right.
That's her planet. Thanks, Lena.
Do we have other questions?
We do. We really do. Dion, I will have you go next. Are you ready?
Go ahead, ask your question. Go ahead.
Hi.
Hi.
Go ahead. What's your question?
Why does T-Rex only have 2 fingers?
Why does T-Rex only have 2 fingers?
I'm trying to. Oh, there he is. Sorry, I was going to bring you to the front. There we go. Okay, done. So you want to know why does T-Rex only have 2 fingers? Well, first of all, that's a very good observation. A lot of people don't recognize T-Rex only has 2. Almost all of its cousins and friends like Allosaurus or Velociraptor, they had 3. But T-Rex, you're right, only has 2. Another thing, while we're on it, you guys, whenever people do our like T-Rex impersonations, 2 fingers, you're right. People often go like this, but we now know all of those theropods, the walking upright on 2 legs, 3 toes, usually 8 meat, their hands actually faced in. So you want your wrists facing each other when you do your T-Rex or Velociraptor impersonation because they're clappers, not slappers. 2 fingers, palms in, clappers, not slappers. Marco wrote in the chat the other way around. Clapper, not slapper. Cool. Why 2? Well, it's probably the same reason why they have really small arms in general. Over time, it was clear that nature was selecting for or seeing how great and useful a giant mouth with giant teeth and a giant bite force was. So the more strength and the more muscle and the more bone that's up on the front of its body, it's got to lose some other weight somewhere up there. And the arms just weren't really useful. It was using its mouth. If you use your mouth for everything forever, your arms would become less and less useful. That'd be my guess. So, and that's why it probably lost a finger and its arms got really small. Didn't really need them so much anymore. Nature preserves what is needed first.
Mm-hmm.
Cool question. Cool question, my dude. All right, what other questions we got?
Let's go to Acrotholus. Also, tell me how that's said.
I think isn't it Acrotholus? Acrotholus? I don't know. Who even knows?
This isn't really an answer, but this is something that I learned, that when a Tyrannosaurus Rex only has 2 fingers, its toes have 3 fingers, which all 3 fingers, which means it's a carnivore.
Yeah, it's true. There were some three-toed dinos that were not carnivores, like Gallimimus, the running fast ones. But you're right, most of those are. It's a good way to know. Cool.
Quinn, let's go to you for your question. When you're ready, Quinn, you can unmute.
Do you have a question?
No.
I saw your hand up. Okay.
What do you want to ask?
I saw Sue
A few days ago.
a few days ago.
At the Field Museum in Chicago? Yo, that's very, very cool.
Lucky you. That's awesome.
Kristina and I hang out with adults only, unfortunately, on Friday nights in a similar thing like this. This is for the parents. And our guest this coming Friday is actually Sue the T-Rex. So I'm going to drop the link.
I'm already starstruck.
You're already starstruck.
They're big, big star. Yes, so Sue the T-Rex is the T-Rex who lives at the Field Museum in Chicago. It sounds like Quinn just got to visit. And they are the largest and most complete T-Rex skeleton ever found. Let's go to Marco. Marco, go ahead when you're ready.
This is kind of like a Jurassic World type of question.
Yeah.
If you were to create one hybrid dinosaur, which dinosaurs would you combine?
First of all, great question. Second of all, I got to think about that for a minute. Like, am I going? I think I'm going to try to make something really weird because, like, why not? I don't know.
Ooh, I'll try. Should I try while you think, Dustin?
Can I? Yes, please. Go ahead.
Okay. I want a Parasaurolophus plus Diplodocus.
Okay.
You would have the long neck, but then also the horn like Parasaurolophus. Imagine how far they could yell.
Yeah.
Yeah, send signals across long distance. And then it could also be up on 2 feet and have the grabby hands like a Parasaurolophus, but then the long, long tail like Diplodocus.
Good. Marco, do you have one?
The ultimate herbivore. Yeah, Marco, do you have one in mind?
Not really. There's lots of cool dinosaur hybrids, but I think my favorite would be a Triceratops and a Stegosaurus because I really love both of those dinosaurs.
That's a good reason.
I like that. I like the idea of a Triceratops with plates on its back and then tail spikes too. That is a well-armored dino. Cool. Do we have 1 or 2 other questions? Let's see. Sandro, do you have a question?
Did extinction happen all at once or over a period of time?
So anything like nearby, let me go to our picture of where this happened again. So this is Mexico down here. This is the United States. We got Florida over here. Anything anywhere nearby here was killed immediately. But remember, we talked about how your hands roam together. It creates heat. Same thing with an asteroid coming through the atmosphere, hits all the air, creates a lot of heat. So it probably raised the temperature around the world really, really high. So it may have killed a lot of stuff right away. And then again, because all that ash and that dust from the explosions in the atmosphere in the air, it blocks out the sun and the plants start to die. So anything that survived originally was gonna have a really hard time to survive for longer. So some people think the extinction may have taken a couple days, a couple weeks, a few months. It's just hard to know. It's really hard to know. It was not a good time to be alive on Earth though. We'll say that much. Good question.
But I'll add that with this mass extinction event, the one at the end of dino times and all of the other times that a lot of stuff has gone extinct at the same time, it takes longer than usually our human brains think. I think we think that asteroid hit, everything dead. But for something that happens around the whole world, it can even take many, many, many years from the indirect effects of that. Like maybe there was lots more debris in the atmosphere, so it blocked the sun from getting in. And it's like this chain of events that can take many, many, many years.
Truth. Quinn's got a question.
It isn't really a question, but I do know one animal that survived through. There was sea turtle.
Yeah, turtles. Turtles did, mammals did, and I'm glad you brought that up, Quinn, because we keep on saying that all dinosaurs went extinct. When that asteroid hit 66 million years ago, all dinosaurs that were non-avian or non-flying dinosaurs went extinct. The only ones that survived were birds. And as we learned when we talked about what makes a dinosaur, birds are actual dinosaurs. All the birds you see alive today are dinosaurs, which means dinosaurs are not extinct. All non-bird dinosaurs are extinct.
Why
birds alive
are
today.
bird dinosaurs still alive?
Why did the bird dinosaurs survive? Good question. The bird dinosaurs probably survived because, first of all, they're really small, so they don't need a lot of food, right? If you're a brontosaurus, you're pretty big, you need a lot of food. If there's not a lot of food around, it's hard to survive. So first, the birds are small. Second, birds generally can eat all different types of food. Whereas if you're a brontosaurus, you just eat plants. If you're a tyrannosaurus, you just eat meat. Birds will eat anything. So there's more different things on the menu for them to choose to eat. And because they're birds and can fly, they can cover a lot of area to go find food. So they can find they don't need a lot of food. They can eat anything, and it's easier for them to find. That's why I think birds were able to survive the extinction. And I love that you brought that up. Thank you, because you guys, next week, we are talking all about how birds are literally dinosaurs and how we know that and which ones were the first during dinosaur time and which ones are the coolest that are alive today. Next week, it's all about birds being dinosaurs. But for now, we have a lot of Triceratops pictures to get to. I'm going to go first. I made one today. I put it on a Post-it note.
I did a Post-it note too.
But before we do that, hey, Kristina, do you have any idea what this might be?
Oh, hold on. I'm going to make you larger on my screen so I can see. Is that a tooth or a claw?
You guys see this? Whoa. This is the tooth from a Triceratops. So the bottom part are the roots that are like below your gums. These two like pointy things down here at the bottom. Those are where the roots are. And then this is the shearing edge. It looks like it's like sharp, but really see how it's kind of like flat? It would have another tooth that slid down right against it right here, basically using this to clip off and slice the plants that it was trying to eat. So slides right against that part right there. Whoa. That is a Triceratops. It's pretty big. I mean, it's not huge, but it's bigger than mine. Oh, and by the way, they had anywhere upwards to 800 of these in their mouth at one time. 800 of these ones. Unfortunately, none of them are depicted right here.
Wow. I like this profile view. We have, I do like the simplicity, Dustin. You said you're kind of a minimalist in your art.
I appreciate that.
You got the point.
Let's go. We're going to go to Kaylin's now. Nice. Wow. That's a lot of Triceratops. I like that a lot.
So many, a herd.
Well, let's see. Quinn, is that one? Quinn, can you hold that up? Oh, I like the blue.
Oh, the frill. I see the frill and the two horns.
How about this one right here? This one's more red and green. I like the Christmas color Triceratops here for it.
So many spikes.
So many spikes.
Trexie.
I really like this one. It looks like a turtle kind of, and I appreciate that. It looks like a little bit of a turtle.
Trexie looks determined. Lena,
do you have something to say about this? Is that why you're raising your hand? Yeah. Wait, can I unmute her? I can't. Hold on, you're muted.
I'm on my way. There you go. You can click it, Lena.
Why does that always happen? I don't. I saw Sue last week at the Denver Museum of Nature and Science.
Oh, that's right.
I completely forgot what else I was gonna say. But oh yeah, I was gonna say its name.
Oh,
Its name is also it's Trek, not Trekkie, but it's Trek.
Okay, it's good. It's good. It's a good name. I like that. Oh, this one. See, this one looks like mine. I like the minimalism, the single lines. This is good. Here for this. Good job, Jude. I like that a lot.
Seeing the common inspiration for you too.
Another one. Oh, this one's got some attitude. I like it.
Snack time. Snack time for Sandro's trike.
That's good. How about Vedians? Ooh, Vedian. This looks pretty cool. I see the horns. I can count the 3. I see the frill. It's good. It's good.
Yeah, and I like the level of detail in the face. I can see, I want to know what it's looking at off over there.
Yep. Ooh, Kennedy. I like the green. This one's cute. I think we have a person for scale, maybe? Yeah.
They're lounging, having a nice spring afternoon together.
You know what they say about spring, Kristina?
What, Dustin?
Love is in the air. Love is in the air.
They do. Oh, there's so much love in this springtime scene.
Yeah, you really went above and beyond. A++, 13 out of 10.
So many friends.
Acrothlus is holding up a picture of a Stegosaurus. This is not the dino of the day, but hey, we'll throw some love to other dinos. That works as well.
Ooh, surrounded by some raptors, maybe.
All right, but here, let's see this. Ooh, I like this one. We see the sun. The sun is important. We need sun to photosynthesize plants, otherwise they can't eat.
Oh, is that a club tail? Do we do a hybrid?
Ooh, hybrid inspiration. Love it. Oh, this one's cute too. This is a good frill. Very good frill with the rose. Also, I can't get over your shirt.
I like that this frill looks like a crown.
That shirt.
Whatever.
I would wear that. Uh-oh, this one, this might be a good one to end with. Coming in hot.
Oh, found in Egypt.
Spinosaurus. I like you've got, okay, that's extra credit. Can we go back to the other side for Triceratops?
Oh, yep. The impact is coming in so fast. Yeah, but is that some sort of protective force field? If only. If only the Triceratops had one of those.
Oh, that's good. Those are a good round. Kristina, can we see yours, please?
Yeah, mine ended up looking very glamorous. It's like the Beyonce of Triceratops.
I like the straight. It's hard to draw the straight on.
Yeah, she's coming for you.
It's good. It's good. I like this. I like that a lot. All right. That was a really good round of paleo art. You guys
always so impressive.
Yeah, I hope you're keeping these each week because it's really cool to see how much better you get each week. And also, then you have a record of all your cool dinosaurs. You have basically a whole Noah's Ark of dinosaurs that you've drawn together with us on Sunday afternoons. You guys, it is 3:58. Our time is just about up. I want to remind you guys again, next week, we're going to talk about how birds are dinosaurs, the only ones that live that are still alive today, and why that is so cool. Frankly, because it can tell us so much about the ones that are not longer here anymore. Kristina, do you have any final words?
Thank you for joining us this Sunday afternoon. All of your paleo art belongs at least on a fridge, if not in a museum. And I love hearing that some of you are getting back to the museums where you are the best places on earth. Second best place here at Dinoventures.
Absolutely. Another great segue to Dinoventures. Remember, we're here every Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific for you adults. There are other awesome Dadventures programs you should definitely check out during the week. Follow them for all your cool Dadventure needs. You guys, this has been fun. Kristina, thanks again for being the co-hostess with the mostest. Thank you guys for showing up, rocking dinos on your shirt, loving dinos, drawing dinos, talking about dinos. We'll see you next Sunday. But for now, I don't care if you're asking questions, searching for dinosaurs, or scooping all the way down to the Yucatan Peninsula to find the last little bits of that giant asteroid that hit the Earth to kill the dinosaurs. So you can be real mad at it because they're no longer here. Never stop digging. Love you guys. Meteors are coming. Last bit of science knowledge, by the way, in space, it's an asteroid. As it comes through the atmosphere, it's a meteor. On the ground, it's a meteorite. It's all the same thing. You just call it differently depending on where it is. Anyway, Kristina, thank you for joining us. Thank you guys for joining us. Bye, everyone. We'll see you next Sunday. Bye. Dinos are forever, Sandro. That is facts. Correct. Bye, everyone.